Woo! Live recording, baby.
Live
Bring it to you.
recording.
The real deal.
The real.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Defense of the Patients. I'm Cyphus with a mic that is fully functioning. Sitting to the left of me is Roland.
Hello.
And digitally, not necessarily so, but right across from me, it feels like now, Easy Marquise.
Yeah, it does feel like I'm sitting across from you, right? This is the in-room experience brought to you live.
Yeah, it feels a little more natural, you know?
It does. It does. It's nice to be able to look at you. It's nice to be able to look at the fucking...
That beautiful overlay.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody listening in their cars on Monday mornings, like, what the fuck are these guys talking about?
We're transfixed. I can barely do the show properly.
Let's just say Easy's an artist. Fuck.
Yeah, he's got. I'm looking at all sorts of cool stuff up on the screen because we are streaming the
Where?
show live at twitch.tv/.ptv. That's where you can find it.
Lately,
On
people...
.ptv, baby, where you go to hang out and have a good time because that shit's cracking all the time now.
Yeah, that's right. No, it looks good. I'm watching. I assume we're going to be talking about Overwatch because I'm seeing all the awesome hero roles pop up on the screen and go through. Because Easy Marquise is fucking lucky, and now he's playing it.
Yeah.
I got in, dude. I feel like I'm beta easy in the beta all data.
Bay-teasy, dude.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like an Overwatch esque, but like if I used any of the heroes, it would like fall flat with you guys because you aren't amongst the blessed.
You're not Reinhardt Easy?
Or like over easy, you know?
Over
Oh, Over Easy's pretty good.
Over easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
I should be coming up with the one-liners.
You
around
might as
here.
well.
I need a little notepad next to your nightstand so when you wake up out of a sleep, you're just like, over easy. Like, jot it down and go back to bed.
For his 3 good ideas a year.
3 good ideas. I'm pretty sure it's about 1 every quarter. So that's 4.
1 every quarter. Yeah, 4 a year. All
Four
right.
a year,
All right.
yeah.
1 a year. Or one a quarter. I'll allow it.
This is weird for me not to be playing Dota on this live stream. Lately, I've been taking this thing fucking over, dude.
You've been playing a lot of Dota on there, dude. It's been cool. You interact a lot with the stream, man. It's cool to see you on there. Because honestly, like, you don't, ever play with your friends because you just never accept invites from the group or anything. But the group can just come hang out with you.
Yeah.
All the time. And you can't hide. You're there. You're talking to everybody. It's cool.
Well, the difference is Faf can say get a BKB, and I can just ignore it. You know what I mean? Whereas if I'm in a game with him,
like you have an option.
yeah. Whereas if I'm in a game, I have to buy the BKB or he just won't stop. Like I have the option to look, instead of just being told in my ear over and over and over. I
you
That's
fake
the
it.
other thing I've enjoyed. I've been lurking and like hearing, getting to see 2 people that are watching you play talk about what you should do next or what someone else is doing. It's cool. It's another level of kind of getting to explore and interact with the game of Dota that you get to do if you're a part of Defense of the Patients and if you decide to hang out with the crew.
Yeah, I feel like I have a generally good attitude as well. Like,
Yeah.
pretty much every sentence in the stream starts with get or do, which is fine. And
Or why?
I fess up to my mistakes. I feel like I have a good attitude about it.
Yeah.
It's a running record too, there's a written record of your mishaps.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. But Jay Gucci was there for a Mirana game where I think Jay Gucci was the only one that was in there, and he's like, wow, good job. I was like, thanks, Jay Gucci.
You're like,
That's
man, one person right now. I've seen like up to 15 in there, and
yeah, people watch me play solo, which is fun. I mean, it's fun because I got stage fright at first, and now I feel like I'm performing to an audience.
Yeah,
and so I
sure.
feel like I'm overplaying. Now I'm probably playing at probably a 4.5 to 5.5k level, somewhere in there at this point.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, I've really climbed a lot lately.
man, who was
That's
all
lofty.
who was all in there when we had Easy? I don't know if you got to pop in and see it, but the world's most racist Omniknight.
Oh yeah, that was the last thing that we streamed.
That
Oh, that's hilarious. I wish I would have caught that. What happened with that?
Just go to previous broadcast.
yeah, you got to hear.
He
him.
was so funny, and then people in the stream were like, ask him how he feels about Syria, because he seemed like dumb, politically inclined, like he was a dumb person that was politically inclined.
He seemed like a dumb guy who was trying to use big smart guy big words.
Yeah.
You know, that's what he was trying to do. He just used every intelligent word that came to his mind, and then but he would I don't know, the thoughts that he came up with, the insults that he came up with.
Holy shit, he was the saltiest man on earth. He was made of pure salt. Fucking, you could feed a donkey for like 8 years if you just put him there.
The worst part of it was that he...
Don't donkeys lick salt? Don't you get like
I have no
salt
idea.
horses have salt licks, I've heard that.
Salt lick, yeah.
But anyway, so this guy, we have a lone druid who randomed. Like, nobody on this team was doing anything worthwhile or worth mentioning. Everybody was sucking it up. 2 of them randomed, and the 2 who were randoming were especially sucking.
Sven and Lone Druid, and it's like, have you ever played Sven before? No reply. Or it's like, how you feeling on Sven there?
Yeah, and then I mean, he was solo farming but dying all the goddamn time. Anyway, but that's beside the point. Mm-hmm. So he is doing terribly, and the Lone Druid gets a little bit ticked at both the Omniknight and the Sven. And the Lone Druid calls the Sven retarded. Yes. And that ignites this Omniknight. He goes off on the worst tangents in the world. I heard every miserable...
Oh, we couldn't... We would have had to censor Pubmouth.
The things he was saying are definitely things that...
But I didn't mute the stream.
In a recorded setting...
We should hit up Ghost Storm and see if she'll read some of it for us.
Oh man, she would. That it would be funny to get some of the like really nice, because we have members in this community whose voices are so level, they're so kind, nice. You can just tell when you talk to them. Mm-hmm. It'd be funny to get some of them to read that shit.
We could get Nomo to record some of that shit, and it would sound natural as fuck.
Okay, I mean, the guy was a dick. Nomo is not a dick. Nomo's actually a really nice
guy. No,
dude.
He's not. He's a really nice guy, but he's got that voice.
Like, he wouldn't hurt a kitten. Like, he'd probably pick up a kitten and be like, and he'd, like, fumble picking the kitten up several times, and he'd be like, my goddamn, like, jacket was in the way when I was trying to pick, and then my zipper was like, my zipper kept getting...
Who made this fucking jacket?
Yeah,
who made this fucking jacket?
I could have picked the cat up, but then my finger hurt, because I stubbed it last night. Anyway, like, he would come up with 8 reasons why he couldn't pick the cat, but he would want to.
Roland, you told me to wear this jacket, bitch. I said I was going to wear a sweater.
But he was that type of guy where he kept trying, he was Omniknight, and he kept trying to, like, steal last hits from me. I'd be like, hey, Omniknight, give me a heal.
Go stand in the middle of the creeps.
Okay, go up to the creeps. And I was like, no, give me a heal right here. And he gives me a heal, and he's like, thanks for fucking wasting my time. And I was like, I'm not letting you get those last hits, you bastard.
But so he's called retarded, and then he goes off on the worst racist stream I've ever heard in my entire life. And about 5 minutes in, like, everybody on the team's like, dude, you are a racist bastard.
And I told him that in, like, a very calm tone. He was like, what's the difference if he's saying that I'm mentally challenged? And I was like, and I was
that was it. And that was his retort. Like, what's different? Oh, so you can call me retarded? You can call me mentally challenged, and that's cool. I'm not a prick.
And I was like, yeah, and I was like, dude, it's like, yes, I don't say retarded, but like, you know, retarded's kind of become this thing where it's like you're stupid, I guess, or like, I don't know, it's taken over.
That's what it was when we were. When we were kids. And
actually, retarded's like the new gay. Like, you're not allowed to use it negatively anymore.
I don't like it.
Or else you're like heartless, dude. Like, but when we were in high school, everybody was a retarded fag.
Yeah,
like exactly. You are the most retarded fag I've ever known, and that was just what you called your friends.
Retarded hangs around in certain circles. But you know, fag never will. Like, that's gone for sure.
That's gone for sure.
Retarded hangs around in certain circles.
It does, dude. I'm sorry.
Dude.
I hear retarded a word that's gotta go.
No, the only time I ever hear anybody using any derogatory gay terms is in fucking Dota 2. That, like, I can honestly say,
there's a lot of
in my life,
sucking on your dad's.
Oh, there's some vulgar gay stuff. That's just the internet, dude. That's the internet.
Yeah. But this guy, legitimately, I would have loved to have, like, been Flash, for instance, and just been able to run at, like, well, on the show they show 300 miles per hour, but I think he's running much faster than 300 miles per hour. To be Flash and run to his fucking house and be like, hey, guess who you were just talking to? Me. But then I'd need to get one of those, like, Batman Halloween costume suits to make myself look buff.
You were Flash. Okay, I got it, dude. As Flash, you use like an IP sniffer, right? So you deploy it on Dota. Everybody that's playing against you, you get their IP address, so you know they're at, right? Every time they say something, you just fly by them and slap them in the face so quickly in association to what just came out of their mouth that they associate like everything they say dirty with like getting smacked by a gust of wind, and you just do that every game you play. Whoop-ah! Whoop-ah! Every time someone says something, whoop-ah!
Oh.
And you just teach the world a lesson. Do you think you can I mean, you would be able to prove whether beating your kids was a valid teaching lesson.
And you'd never get DCFS. No, and then another thing, I was like, I told him jokingly, I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill you if you ever heal me around those creeps again. And he said, you can't even curl a pencil.
Yeah, you couldn't.
And I was
curl a
like,
pencil.
I was like, Cyphers, is that a weightlifting term or something? Like,
Yeah,
The best
I
was,
couldn't curl a pencil, apparently.
not even afraid of your biceps
Hey,
at
guess
all,
what I've
dude.
got? A pencil.
Pencil, he's
Bam,
gonna
bam, bam, bam.
teach
bam,
you a lesson,
bam,
racist
bam.
all night.
Yeah.
Justified.
Fuck
I bet
you.
he's listening right now,
I
going,
bet he's
God
watching.
damn it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hope
Yeah.
he sees it. We'll
But
put
he-
the video up
he was a
just for
dick.
proof.
The best was that we had Dillanoid watching that with us. And he
Yeah.
just kept saying, I want to fight him.
Yeah, and then I told him, I was like, I have an in real life friend that wants to fight you. So I was like, I said my in real life friend Dillanoid wants to fight you and he'd win. I'm sure
That's
he's
funny
got
that
some
you
like
still
drunk
call your
Canadian.
in real life friend by his internet handle. Like that goes, I got an in real life friend, Dillanoid.
Well, his
That
name's
is gonna
Dylan. It
fuck
could
you
just be
up.
a nickname. His
Yeah.
name's Dylan, so you know.
I think that's
He's
a
the
fair
Noid.
nickname.
Goes by
Noid.
the Noid
Your
prior
favorite
to this.
player's favorite player.
Oh, that's so funny, dude. I love him, dude. He's the funniest motherfucker on the
Oh,
planet.
he's
All right,
hilarious.
so you sidetracked me. I want to, with Dota 2. He blinded me with Dota 2.
Blinded you with Dota.
I want to know about Overwatch, Easy. You got to give us the deets.
Okay.
I don't
So-
care about. No, that's okay.
So
Yeah,
this-
you do.
I got in. Apparently this weekend everybody got in except for you guys and a handful of other people. But it's what's coming up, okay? So I think Smite kind of like gave people an idea of what was possible when you change the perspective on a MOBA game. And now companies are like experimenting with integrating first-person shooter aspects in it in various ways. And I'm going to write a post. We're going to put it up on the internet. I'm taking a look at 3 different first-person shooter MOBA blend games that are coming out at around the same time. And basically what I would consider like the battle for which one of those is going to be the primary one. You have Overwatch, which is sick. I played that. I'm in it right now. I don't know if that's going to end tomorrow or not. Paladins I got into, and that's from the company that is making Smite, Hi-Res Studios. So they're making a first-person shooter MOBA that's going to be free to play. And I think it's going to follow a similar model to Smite as far as the pay scales, from what I can tell. And then there's another game that I got into the closed technical beta of that I'm not even sure if I can talk about that game other than the fact that it's called Battleborn, and it's from the Borderlands people, and it's a first-person shooter MOBA as well. Basically, what you would consider that to be, that's what you see here. So it takes some of the aspects of like Smite in a sense that when you change the perspective to that, what happens to your abilities is they become skill shots, all of them, where you've got to aim, and because of like the speed of the projectile, you've got to lead characters and all that type of stuff. It changes the way that the abilities are cast. Everything's a skill shot for the most part. There's not a lot of auto targeting. Even like your right click is a skill shot in a first person shooter game. You know, like when you're playing Halo or whatever,
Yeah.
you've got to hit that headshot, right? So these games work a lot in that vein, and specifically in Overwatch, since that's kind of the game that's getting all the rage right now. It's fucking rad. There's a lot of controversy around its pay model because you have to buy this game, right? So if you want to get the special edition of it, you're going to pay $60, or if you get it on console, you're going to pay $60. If you just want like the vanilla version of the game with none of the bonus goodies, you can pay $40 for it on PC. That gets you the 21 characters that come with the game. It's basically you buy the game. And you have to pay for it. This game is not like where you pick Spectre at the beginning of the match and you play Spectre from beginning to end. It is very much about the dying and respawning as a hero that counters with what you just saw the team throwing at you. So there's a lot of play back and forth between like, holy shit, they've got all these pushers. Like, I need to build it. I need to pick a defensive hero. And there's something really cool in the way that this game like eases you into the picking, in that when you're picking it from this whole lineup of characters, these little pop-ups show like, you don't have a tank. Like, you need a support, like not enough offensive power. So you can kind of go like, all right, I need to pick like this kind of character, and it narrows down these 21 characters because it's daunting. Just like when you jump into Dota or any of these games when you see all this like list of characters, because their abilities and the way they play is so unique. Like, as these roles are kind of rolling through the screen, you see basically what every character is classed into. It's got like an offensive character, a defensive character. There's characters that are called builders, and they literally can build structures on the map that are used to hold a position. And supports do like what they do in other games. They have buffs and abilities that can usually be attributed or casted on another character, whether it's heals or speed boosts or those types of things. And then it's all happening in a first-person space. So it's objective-based. There's an attack and a defense on every round, and you're either trying to hold a position or you're trying to push and take both a position. And then there's another form of objective control that is similar to how Team Fortress 2 works, in where you have like it's called a payload, and when your characters are near the payload, it's pushing forward, and you're trying to push that thing to a specific point on the map. So it has those two types of plays where you guys are battling each other with your abilities and your ultimates while trying to complete these map objectives. It's really fun. It takes it like you see.
Is it? No, wait. Is it fun?
It's you'll find out. Like,
no. Wait. Are you having fun playing Overwatch?
What have you seen me doing lately?
I'm just wondering because I can't seem to play Overwatch with my friends. So
I'll stream after this some Overwatch. You should.
Yeah, you can watch live vicariously through Easy.
It's cool, dude.
Thank you.
Cool. And the hero's abilities are so different. Like, I mean, from a dude that's like Reinhardt. You mentioned Reinhardt Easy earlier. He's a character that has a huge hammer, so he swings a huge hammer. If you hold down right click, he puts up this huge barrier shield that can take a ton of damage, and basically is like impenetrable from the front side. And then he has like a lightning strike, and then his ultimate ability, he just smashes the ground, and everybody around you gets like knocked up into the air and falls down. So he's this like huge tank character that's just like not anything that you're used to playing like in a first-person game, but he's a fucking beast. And if you press the shift key, he'll charge forward like relentlessly and pound into another character and just continue to drive them into the wall, usually killing every character like in one hit. That's in a first-person shooting game. Like, you see this like in all this action's like unfolding. You can see like if they get a spectator cam in this and they're calling this as it like unfolds, this type of shit's badass. Okay. It is.
Roland, I wish you could. I hope you're seeing the look on his face.
A game can end in like 7 minutes. A game can end in 15 minutes. If you get rolled, you get rolled, and you go on to the next one. But something that they've got going on that's really got its hooks in me is this end game thing, where I think that this game has the potential to cultivate a very, very positive community and a very welcoming community because of some of the hooks that Blizzard's building into this game in terms of interaction and commendation at the end of a match. So at the end of the game, it goes boom, play of the game, and it puts up a player on the screen. It shows their character and it shows their screen name, and then everybody sits there and watches the replay of some character's badass play. Usually it's the team that won doing something cool. Sometimes it's somebody on the losing team that just fucking wrecked face. And you'll see in all chat, everyone just going, hey, GG, 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 that was badass, like, awesome kill. And then after that, it throws up 4 cool things that happened statistically, whether it was this character that was a tank taking a bunch of damage, or it was this support doing a bunch of heals, or maybe this guy casted his aura ability only 4 times, but because he did it so strategically, he caught 27 people in his aura. And you're like, damn, that's legit. And everybody gets a chance to vote on which one they think is the coolest. So you're voting on people on your team or the other team, and there's this really cool, awesome feeling when your thing's up there and everyone votes on it as like being the sickest thing in the match. You're like, hell yeah, that was me. I want to play again.
That's a cool mechanic.
Okay, enough.
It's neat, dude.
Enough.
I like that mechanic.
Enough of the fucking Overwatch talk. Okay, let me tell you a story now.
Okay.
All right, let me tell you a story. Guess who's been buying Blizzard games since they fucking came out? My parents and then me, okay? Because my parents bought them for me. And then when I grew up and had to buy my own things, I started buying them. But me, man. And then you got these new people, don't know shit about StarCraft 2, don't know shit about Warcraft 3, don't know shit about Warcraft 2 even. Job's done. They get fucking beta keys. What the fuck?
A lot of people got beta keys.
You know what? Let's go on another.
Are you sure?
Go on another Blizzard
That's
rant.
probably why you don't have one now.
Yeah, Blizzard was listening to this. Like, fuck that guy.
The Blizzard secret police are pissed. Pull up. Why don't you pull up your BattleNet? Maybe you got it.
No, I
Maybe
didn't
you
get
do.
it. I already
Maybe you
checked.
do.
I already checked.
Oh,
I had to sign up.
I owned Lost Vikings on Super Nintendo. If you want my Blizzard cred, dude. and I thought it was.
I don't
cool.
know what that
I
game is.
owned
I've never heard
two
of it.
Super Nintendos to where I was playing that game twice on both of them.
Dude, Heroes of
So-
the Storm has a character right now, Chogol, the two-headed ogre, which is what character is that in Dota? The two-headed ogre.
Ogre mage.
Ogre mage. In Heroes of the Storm.
Are we asking rhetorical questions now?
No. I literally forgot his fucking name for a second.
Okay.
Is it Ogre Magi?
It's
Yeah,
Ogre. I called
it
it
is Ogre
Magi
Magi.
for like 3 years.
Okay,
so we can
I
call
know
it
you
that.
on the show like recorded.
Ogre Magi.
Speaking of retarded. So
You can't say that.
Sorry. No, you said it was still on the table.
In some
In this
circles.
circle.
Not in
I
this
decided
circle.
today. So I was taking a shower and I was trying to decide like what my circle is like in terms of like offensiveness, and I basically decided like if it would be said on an HBO comedy special, I can say it.
No,
and
you
that's
can't.
much-
No, you fucking can't.
Yeah, you can.
Why?
Why?
There's some shit that said
On
that-
HBO that we
what I'm
can't say on
saying.
the podcast?
But hey, I mean, it's being posted on HBO. I mean, it's someone
Okay.
saying it out of their mouth on a microphone for
Watch-
all the world to know.
I don't know. I'm not
Any
going to
streamer
share
can
my
get away
thoughts
with
on
it.
that.
Surely I can say something about fucking tons of dudes.
Yeah, you can say that. You can say like Louis C.K. stuff, like
Like bag of dicks?
Yeah, bag of dicks.
So, anyways, before I get sidetracked, Chogol, this hero in Heroes of the Storm. Listen, it's literally a hero that has to be picked by two players. And I
Oh,
don't know
yeah,
how the
somebody
dynamic works, but both players control either one's controlling movement and the other's controlling the spells, or there's some interplay between the two people that pick the one hero to
What?
Chogol in that game, dude. Think about what they're doing in terms of just throwing things in the mix that are like outside the box. That's
Kind of
very
like Tiny
interesting to
IO,
me.
if you think
It's
about it.
very interesting to me.
It's kind of
That's
like Tiny
really-
IO, except that that somebody, I guarantee you can't have both players working on movement.
It's like
No.
the psychology of a Magic card. Like when you read the flavor text on a Magic card and you're like, holy shit, that's so much like what that card would do. You're like, oh my god, that's fucking perfect. When you think of the idea of Chogo being controlled by two people, you're like, oh my god, that's like the physical manifestation. Like you just meta'd that character, dude. Like two people controlling him. That's
Yeah.
like
That's
literally...
cool.
They argue with each other like in their fucking conversations. Like that's funny. That's a very, very interesting thing to do in a game that people play competitively for money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like that idea.
Heroes of the Storm makes money for people.
Not a lot of money.
No, dude, it's not like I mean, I say that with
I mean, well,
Not
doesn't
dollars.
Blizzard do something similar to what Riot does? Is in that
BlizzCon.
they
do BlizzCon.
But I mean, don't they hire gamers to basically play the games in a professional quote unquote capacity?
They do that. I think they have professional streamers, but there's a professional Heroes of the Storm tournament that people play for money, and the Heroes of the Dorm collegiate tournament was like an actual thing
Heroes of the Dorm.
That's
for
pretty
college scholarships. So I mean,
Whoa.
it is monetized, dude.
Yeah.
Cool.
For better or worse, and it's I am not gonna argue the competitiveness compared to something like Dota or League of Legends because it's not there, but the fact that you can do it for cash money is legit.
Cash money. Cash money. We don't need to go back into that story. Yeah. So I forgive Blizzard. I like Hearthstone a whole lot.
Oh yeah,
We've been playing some
we
Hearthstone.
I heard I just fell off on the deep end on that. What's
no,
the
I'm
word?
He's
I'm
a-
balls deep and it's two knuckles into me. It's
What the fuck? Two knuckles. Oh, so
yeah. It's a
I
joke,
think he's
bro.
getting two fingered, dude.
okay. I just put like pieces for
Hearthstone.
the younger people. Okay. Okay.
If I have to explain it, it's not as funny.
Two knuckles deep.
yeah.
I feel like I've heard that before
Sure.
and not registered.
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Good.
All right.
No, I'm having a blast with
All
it.
right.
I haven't spent any money on it yet. But
Okay. The time will come.
yeah, maybe I'll
Said yet,
settle
which
about
implies that that's like temporary, bro.
I love that.
I want to make sure that I really am,
Dancing
enjoying
Bear
it.
was explaining like, okay, so you get level 10 in all the classes, and then 10 here, 10 there, and you're pretty much set. You're pretty in 10 here and 10 there.
No, it's
you're
like
pretty
25
good.
here,
It's like
more, and
it's
then
been-
25 more.
It was like,
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
it's
it's-
I bet this-
$75 just to own the single player expansions right now, right? Aren't they 25
Yeah,
bucks each?
they're
For the three of
Really?
them?
it's like $70
You get cards?
for all three. You by
Hell
by
yeah, you
completing
do.
them all. Yeah.
Play through the challenges and you get cards specific.
I can't believe Blizzard wants money for their games. That's so
Yeah.
dumb.
Those fools.
Yeah, those
Shit.
fucking losers.
Well, but what's crazy is don't you ever find it just I mean, like a little bit disturbing, how much money that you have to sink into some games in order to like really, really win.
I think that there's a hilarity when you start talking about the free to play game and how much money you've spent on it. I joke all the time about the amount of money I've spent on Dota.
Oh yeah, no, that's one where I can't believe sometimes how much money I've dropped into Dota.
Have you
into
looked?
Dota.
Have you looked?
So you don't have to have done that, dude.
No,
You
absolutely.
spent that money. Do you know how to look? You can. It's really easy. If you go to your badge status in your Steam profile and you look at your Dota badge and what it would take to unlock the next one, there's a bar, basically that tracks for every how much you spend, you unlock a new card. Well, it has a running total for how much you've spent total. And I highly recommend everybody that's worried about this game's impact on their wallet to take a look.
I'm worried about the time played. Because here's what I think.
Close to $2,000, bro, on my Dota spending.
Okay, think about if you got paid.
That's over 3 years, but still $2,000.
That's a lot of money. That's ridiculous. Think about if you got paid $4 an hour.
Ridiculous, fool. You're probably like at $1,200 easy, $1,500 maybe.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm more than that, I'm sure. There were a few months there that I spent a couple $100.
When it was cray.
I bought
I have bought on the auction block the trading cards to enhance that badge for like 1 cent or 2 cents a pop. I've leveled up that badge with cards I know I've gotten through the auction
about
house.
useless things because isn't it just?
Oh,
Dude,
I did it to enhance.
Cypress spent bank too.
Oh yeah.
Are you looking right now?
No,
Shouldn't
I'm
that be
just
private?
looking at your guys' faces, bro. I'm looking in your eyes.
I haven't spent $10,000 on Dota. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Big deal. No, but I mean, it's good that you do because there's like for every 1,000 you spend, there's 1,000 people that don't spend any and are grateful for it.
Yeah. But really, the time commitment is what grosses me out the most. Like, for instance, way back when I played World of Warcraft when I was much younger, I sold my character for like $700, but doing the math, I made like 5 cents an hour or something like that. Like, I got my time it's the time that needs to be paid for. Like, that's the issue.
The time you spent on that character is worth $700 to somebody, which is fucking crazy, bro.
Well, that was a long time ago, and it was when eBay was still selling things that weren't tangible. eBay had a brief stint where World of Warcraft was taking over.
Like ripping off, selling your digital goods willy-nilly everywhere.
I didn't rip the person off. Like, I gave him, like, I was legitimately done. I don't know, because Burning Crusade ruined World of Warcraft. Now is that one of your news stories?
No, I almost put it in, and then I was like, nah.
They removed it so you can't see how many people are subscribed to World of Warcraft.
Oh, that is one of my stories.
They weren't going to report those numbers anymore.
That one is. I thought you were talking about the latest, the next expansion that's coming out. I was like, nah, I don't care.
God, I mean, here pretty soon it's going to be like, those porno cards in Vegas? It's going to be like copies of new expansions of World of Warcraft. You're just like throwing them on the ground like, what am I going to do
you
with
want
this
pandas? I got pandas.
Yeah.
Who needs
pandas?
Like, I have no...
No, you're right. That is the most ridiculous thing about it.
But I was there at midnight to get Burning Crusade. I was so excited. I mean, it was...
When Chase and I played it, it was vanilla. Like, that was the last time I played World of Warcraft, and it was.
Did you hear what? So we had our meeting tonight, and Proud mentioned he had the World of Warcraft hooking, but he was playing on a vanilla server. He was playing old World of Warcraft vanilla.
What does that mean? It means
that is just base
basic.
game, free any expansions.
Oh, cool! That
was
was
on like an old server, like an old. They have like some like.
I would do that.
I think you got to get like the hook to get in on one of those, dude.
I would do that because that's where I had all my fun. That's where I put all my time in. I played maybe 1% of my time was Burning Crusade. All I did was get from level 60 to level 70, and leveling was easy. It was once you were at the top level where you would raid and you would get 40 people together. And I've talked about this on the podcast and how it was like the most amazing accomplishment in teamwork that I've ever been a part of was raiding. Cooler than the most fluid Dota 2 game you've ever played, to have 40 people and the room be quiet. And people were like, when they needed to do something, they were spoken to. Other than that, silence on the radio airwaves. We're going to take this boss down. And there was nothing. What? Yeah, you had to
Never
have.
experienced it, dude.
It was crazy. With 40 people, you had to have. We had 10 people on deck, and these were 10 people that like prayed that somebody wouldn't show up so that they could be brought in. They were ranked. Like we would draw the top of the 10 and so forth. And the times where, like, I don't know, I'd get in trouble for doing some stupid shit, and it'd be like, you can't play World of Warcraft. It would be like, no, because there's a raid tonight, and if I'm not gonna let suspended. I'm not gonna fucking do that, because then I have to let that dumbass that's on the waiting list take my spot. And if something drops for a rogue, I want it. So, and yeah, you would bid with guild points. You were given an arbitrary amount of guild money that you would save up. You'd get money for going to guild or going to raids, and if an item dropped and you wanted it, you'd bid back and forth. It was a really cool system. It was the most fun. Then Burning Crusade comes out, and all that gear that you worked for forever at level 61 shit that's dropped by like a scorpion in the sand, like a level 1 scorpion, is now better than my shit that I worked hundreds of hours for and stayed up till 4 in the morning, even though it was like, get off your computer, it's 4 in the morning. And it's like, I have this like 42-year-old guy that's like, we need Rogue 4 to spot 5, please. Rogue 4 to spot 5. Rogue 4 to spot. What the Rogue 4 to spot 5, and it's like, I'm very sorry. I'm going. Like he is harsh, dude. This guy, like
that sounded like a very specific moment to happen.
Yeah, I didn't even have a name. I was Rogue 4.
Weak. Your supplies were weakened. Mom was calling. You weren't in spot 5 where you were supposed to be.
Oh my god.
Well, to clear Noxramas, it was fucking crazy. Like we did. It was called Tier 3. There's Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3. Blackwing Lair was Tier 2, which was hard. And we were the first ones to beat it. We were the first ones to, like, beat World of Warcraft. Our guild. It was really fucking awesome. I don't know. I was happy to be a part of it, to be honest with you. But then the game got lame and I sold it. So, but apparently...
I've searching for that moment ever since, dude.
Yeah. I've been searching for this moment.
Yeah. Anyway, Hearthstone's fun. I think is where that all began.
I'm sorry. I like that they use Warcraft 3 sounds.
The first expansion is Naxxramas. You can go back and relive it in Hearthstone, dude.
No, it would be lame, dude. Naxxramas was so fucking... It was about 8 hours, and that's if you didn't wipe. And wiping was literally where all 40 people died, and death had pretty severe consequences. You had to repair shit. It cost a ton of money to die. You had to go get more consumables and shit. Like, those were...
How many items dropped? Like, how many people...
Every time a boss would die, an item would drop. But there were different classes. And there were different ranks of items that it could drop.
Yeah.
So Tier 3 armor was dropped by Noxramas bosses. But the best Tier 3 was dropped by the last boss in Noxramas, which nobody had. This also, mind you, is gear you cannot sell. Because once you pick it up, it's bound to you. It's one of those things. Because they didn't want to make it so... You know, a guild would just keep running through the same one and then just sell off. And so it meant something to be walking around in Tier 3 armor. Like, when I would go to the major cities and I had, like, my Tier 3 daggers, people would be like, whoa, dude. Like, that's crazy. Okay, it meant something.
But no, I guess what I'm asking is...
You don't think that exists still?
Okay, so something would drop and it would be like a priest thing. And then the guild guy would come on, okay? The guild boss, and then we had 8 officers, or an officer for each class, not 8 officers, an officer for the rogues, for the priests, for the mages or sorcerers, whatever. I can't even remember, it's been so long. And okay, priest drops, then you can take breaks, like after a boss, like things aren't going to keep coming until you keep digging. And so you take a break, people would pull out their, because we had a website that tracked everything, be like, I have this many coins. These are arbitrary coins that are given to you by this. It was like a 42-year-old dude that ran this thing, and he was serious. And he had a wife and kids that were probably seriously going to leave him. But like he was in deep as fuck, dude. Like, he ran the fucking guild. You know what I mean?
I mean, you were like 13 at the time.
Don't you ever wonder about that guy right now? Like, don't you want to like look him up and be like, hey?
No, he was a dick, dude. But I was happy.
No, but I mean, do you wonder what that guy's doing with his life? I mean,
yeah, seriously, what happened to him? I wonder, man. Where are they now?
I do too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He'd probably still like have a superiority.
Guild leaders are now. What are the old guild leaders and forum masters of yesteryear doing today?
Yeah, I would love to know. I would love to know about this guy in
Who knows?
particular.
Who
Just
knows?
love to
I
see.
don't even remember
I want to
his
know
name.
what he thinks of Burning Crusade.
Yeah.
He was he was mentioned on several pretty big WoW articles back in the day.
Was he?
For being the first guild leader to wipe
Hell,
Naxxramas.
maybe he does a podcast.
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck this guy does. He's probably still angry and still mad at the world though, because this was a dude that Battleguard. I don't know. For all of you who have gone out there and played Battleguard, it's a blast. I've done it.
Yeah.
All right, where you kind of role play with foam swords and you hit each other with foam swords and it's actually really badass.
Haven't we talked? We've talked about Darkon before, right?
No, I don't think
on
we
the
ever
show.
have.
Easy. I would swear we've talked about Darkon.
Do you know what Darkon is?
Oh yeah, it's where you guys go nerd out with foam swords.
No, but I mean that
No,
that
it's not.
documentary.
We don't do
the
that.
documentary
I've never
Darkon.
gone to Darkon.
Oh, I don't know about that documentary.
It's,
Oh,
you
my
pretend to be a
God.
knight, and it's a documentary that everybody should go see.
Oh no! All right,
It's
hang
a great
on.
documentary.
I gotta praise this documentary for just a second. It is full of the nerdiest people and some of the saddest people you will ever see in life. But my God,
What is it? Darkon, like Archon? Darkon?
No, Darkon is. Can I?
Spell
well,
it.
no,
Spell
okay.
it for-
Explain it.
Darkon is there's foam fighting, right? Where you have swords, shields, you put on armor,
Daggers.
all that good shit.
Bows and arrows.
Everything. There are basic rules for how combat works, and people go out to do just kind of these like medieval fantasy battle reenactments.
And you have guilds, but you're like in person, and you're like, the Doradels have walked on our land.
So there's that kind of So there's like the foam fighting everywhere, where it's meaningless.
And
it's
you
just
know you die.
Two teams that. Yeah, but I'm saying like there's not like a point to it. It's
Well,
just
you die.
It's just to go out and fight each other with foam weapons.
But if you get hit in the chest,
now,
you're dead.
Darkon,
Or in the
Darkon, however, was a collection of probably like 400 to 500 people who all formed different nations and teams and to do this foam fighting, and they created this
I think
fake
foam
map.
fighting is.
That's what it's called.
Is it really?
Yes, or Battle Guard, depending.
I
But
would
it's
rather
Battle
call it
Guard's
Battle.
regional. Battle Guard's regional to us.
Foam fighting. I
Yeah.
don't think they'd appreciate that.
I'm using foam. That's what it is.
Okay.
Just hold up.
I think we should respect them a little more than that.
So these 500 players.
Yeah, jeez.
that divided into different clans of like different races. Like some called themselves dark elves, others were regular elves, others were humans, others were orcs.
Oh, the Dark Elves paint went blackface.
Oh yeah. So, but they created this fake map.
They
Hold
did.
up.
I'm sorry. I don't mean that bad. They just painted their face
They
black.
create this fake map of the nation, the fictional nation Darkon, and every team had a color, and they would fight. And if you wanted to take over a territory, you announced it to everybody else, and if somebody took an issue with it, they came and they fought you as foam fighting on the battlefield. And they would stage these massive weekends where they'd all get together and they would decide which battles were going to be fought for control of the different fake spots on the fake map.
And then go to a park.
And then go to a
pretend.
park and fight each other. And dress up and they go camp out and they dress up as each other, and there would be spies going back and forth across the battlefield lines. And these people act out a legit drama. And the whole story of the documentary Darkon is there's this asshole guy who decided he was going to conquer all of Darkon, and he started forming a team, and he enslaved everybody he beat and forced them to fight under his banner, and he was taking over Darkon.
What did he do for a living?
He was like an accountant.
Yeah, he was an accountant by day.
But he was taking over Darkon, and this poor guy who like got cheated out of his family game store by his older brother who was a douchebag, and has this wife and kids and has a really tough life. He hated this guy and what he was doing, so he started the resistance and was rallying everybody else against this dude. And they just tell the story of him going to fight and bring back and free Darkon and all of its people.
Yeah, this is it right here. Okay.
There it is, dude. The Battle of Darkon unfolding before your very eyes.
Yes,
We're
it is.
live on the Twitch stream. Speaking of Twitch stream,
Yes.
shout out to Average Gamer. Thank you very much for the follow. We appreciate you hanging out. And Jagushi, welcome. Thank you for hanging out and interacting in the chat, man.
Yes,
you guys can
indeed.
interact as well if you want to catch us on Sunday nights recording for the Monday podcast. If you're catching this in your car on Monday, make sure you swing by the Twitch chat on Sunday and partake in the recording.
Yeah.
And Darkon fight. Here it is. Like, that's no joke, dude.
Oh, dude, it's
yeah.
If you get the opportunity to find that documentary and watch it, it's so worth it.
And so it shows the one guy, the accountant, that's like king, and he isn't fucking around. When he's role playing, like, he is a king. You do not disrespect him.
Yeah.
Like, you take him very seriously. People call him my lord. And then it goes over another guy who's a stay-at-home dad who makes armor and stuff like that, and spends the most of the year preparing for these
Preparing for
battles.
Darkon.
And
Wow,
and
dude.
he's against this guy, okay? He is his arch enemy. The person he hates most in the world.
But he's like
is this guy
he's the leader that like rose
of the resistance.
But he's the leader who didn't want to be the leader. Like, is the funniest part of the whole story. It's just that he was like the one good man who like decided to stand up and do this.
yeah,
and
said it was wrong that he's taking the land.
there's a drama that's playing out, dude, in that movie that's.
It's so good.
I can't explain it. Like, it's so natural and weirdly real. It's hard to not care about the outcome of that film.
Yeah, the title of the documentary is Darkon. I think it's
K-O-N.
K-O-N. Darkon. So
It is
you
worth
guys,
watching.
It's a
So
it's a
glad we got into
treat
that.
to watch. Scythus told me about it because he had watched it like a year before I even watched it, and I was like, "That sounds badass. I can't wait to find it."
Oh man,
I
kind of want to
torrent
watch it again. It is so fun to sit through.
Well, but it gets into a kind of serious aspect that, I mean, I guess all of us can understand, which is like the stay-at-home dad, like, and he's like his family and like the troubles he goes through with like maintaining
Well, devoting too much time
like
to
ton
a
of time.
gaming
A hobby.
Yeah. Like a hobby that becomes like, you know, my Dota play. That's like, is it still called a hobby if I do it more than like a full-time job?
No,
I mean, how many times has he like put
well-
his sword up on the sheet, like up on the mantle, and been like, never again. Never again.
He's way into it, and they get their voices like they totally. It's pretty cool, but like what would get me is like they're like kids playing soccer like right next to them, yet they're enacting a fight that's happening on somewhere on their map. But they're
Well,
like
I mean, the
kids
dude's
just right over
sword
there.
is like a blue fucking Nerf sword, like.
Yeah.
And
No,
that
some
guy's
of them
got
look
like
good.
a joust Q-tip that would maybe
they don't look
not
that
pass the American Gladiators foam regulations, but still like it looks pretty safe.
You should see the King's armor, dude.
Oh,
the
dude.
King, he has like foam armor that is so like ornate and badass.
There are so many excellent moments in that film.
Yes, there are.
Like
The
the
Squire loading the crossbow, his is made of construction paper. You can
Yeah.
tell there's a hierarchy at play here as well.
oh yeah, you can
The
tell
dude
the guys
with
who are
sunglasses
serious.
on isn't serious. He's just like, he thought it was Burning Man, but he came to the wrong party, and so he put on like a shirt and is like, shit. This
No,
isn't
he
Burning
just
Man.
drops like hella acid and eats it. Goes to this fucking medieval festival and is like, oh dude, I went into another dimension today.
Well, the Dark Elves are weird. Like they don't talk.
And they speak
they're
a different language. Oh, they're
And
weird.
like
Yeah.
they like role play Dark Elf, and it's like they're scary looking too, dude. And,
Well,
like,
and they betray him in the end.
yeah,
Like
and they stab him in the back, and he's like,
no, like one of the key battles for the resistance, they hire the Dark Elves to turn on the king, and
he
they just
felt-
go to the king and they go, "Hey, they paid us this much. How much are you willing to pay us?"
Yeah.
And they end up just backstabbing the resistance. And oh my god!
oh, and he's like,
great.
I was disgusted having to talk to the Dark Elves, but it was what I had to do.
I did what had to be done.
And I don't mean to trivialize this in any way. I think it's a badass hobby.
Really?
It's cooler than Dota. I mean,
Yeah.
you're actually being a hero out on the battlefield, dude.
Yeah, that's
What I
true.
will say is that I give kudos to anybody who wants to take their hobby to like
That
the next
level.
level. Dude. If you want to go like fight for Westeros,
No,
like
that's-
field in the field behind your house, like
that discussion we
as
just
a grown
had.
ass fucking man that every other day you make 350 copies of some boring ass piece of paper, then good on you, bro. Good on you. Like you have other. The thing about it is like I see in that field like a handful of other fucking people that all want to do the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
So when you have a group of people that are willing to like pretend they're from a different time and like, you know, maybe like for this time I don't like cook fries and mop floors. Like, I love motherfucking
Oh
crossbows.
no, and that's what they get into in that.
He does. He's like, I'm an accountant, but like I feel confident. And he's like, it's got me a promotion at work because I'm the king.
Oh yeah.
He talks about that where he's like,
It's interesting, dude.
Well, what you are a little recreation there of the dark elf thing that I did what I had to do or did what had to be done. There are lines like that all throughout the movie that are delivered with so much seriousness that you don't get. Like I would compare it to like some of the cheesiest lines you hear in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But like they're saying that kind of shit, but like there's no acting about it. Like they're actually they're amazing actors if they're acting. Like they feel it.
They feel it and they believe it. And then his wife's like, "Honey, can you please empty the dishwasher?" And he's like, "Yeah, I can." And he like puts his sword down.
Serious?
Yeah. And she's like, and then they interview her.
Of course I
like,
can. I'm the fucking king.
She's like, "Yeah, I go to, she has a pretty good job, I guess." And
Yeah, because she's taking care of him.
He kind of stays here, and and he's like way into like models, and like he's painting his models, and he's like, "Yeah, on the next battle, I'm pretty sure if we take it from the north side, we can probably overcome the resistance." Gonna have to tell.
Are you
like,
kidding? And
dude, watch
like,
this documentary.
Oh yeah,
I will.
Watch it.
I've got it up on IMDb. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's excellent.
I'm gonna try to find it again.
But for those of you that are interested, we will make sure to link to the IMDb page in the show notes so that you can find it and find a way to watch it yourself if you'd like.
Yes. Also, I want to talk about upcoming exciting Wednesday that we have.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is something that needs to be brought up. It's about goddamn time. So the Wednesday is going to be a new show to which we have no title for yet because it's been in the works for a long time. The people involved, you guys.
Yeah, I think we should discuss it for sure.
Yeah, dude.
So
lucky as hell.
Korean barbecue. He is most notably known for being loved on Reddit, and he is the Chinese translator for anything Dota. Basically, he goes to every event and he translates Mandarin Chinese. He's the guy on the stage with Coddle Guy translating.
He just got back from the Frankfurt Majors. He's now back stateside.
Yes, he is now stateside.
He's going to be working with.
He's going to be working with Woodshrew for all of
who joined Dota, baby.
Of course, Defense of the Patience loves. People nominated him for best interview. He's a really really smart guy, and we're putting it's them really. I just asked them if they were interested in doing a show, and so and first I asked. Korean barbecue, and he's like, yes, definitely. And then I asked Woodshrew, and he's like, so who's my co-host? I'm like, KBBQ. You probably it was like basically like you probably don't know him. And he's like, Jack? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark? I was like,
so they have
and so it's like they already knew each other, which is great. And so they're going to be talking high level Dota. They're both 5,000 MMR.
They're talking pro.
Yeah, exactly. I think there was a big subreddit on the .p subreddit. There was a big thread saying, one of the big things that's missing from .p. You cover you cover casual Dota, you cover tryhard, trying to be a tryhard. You get into a level of theory craft, but what's missing is pro coverage. And we've
got it.
We agree.
And talking to Jack is really interesting because he got to spend a lot of time with C-Deck in TI5, and I'm sure he'll get into this himself, so I'm not going to say too much, but he got to talk strategy and what to do with aggressive as we like to call him, and that was pretty much a Cinderella story with TI5 and what C-Deck was able to do, and basically they're really fucking good. Korean Barbecue has also come on Theorycraft Thursday, where we did KYRY and him. He was Pudge. And KYRY was Omniknight, and he was the best Pudge I've ever seen in my life. He's like, yeah, just put me on something that I don't really need to get farm with. And it was like, okay. It was like, what do you want, Mirana Pudge? And he's like, yeah, I'll do Pudge. And he just jumped into the game and did the fucking coolest, baddest ass things. And so I'm excited to finally bring you guys what you deserve, which is proper coverage of pro games.
Dota 2 show every Wednesday.
People who are there, people who are writing about it. I mean, Woodshrew is an excellent writer.
Dude, these guys are bringing something to the table that is just
It's
I
excellent.
think it kicks .p up to the next level when it comes
does.
to what are we doing for the Dota 2 community, what kind of content are we providing. If you're someone that is, looking to consume Dota 2 content, now on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, you get pretty
Specialized
much the
shows.
spectrum and if you're into it all, then soak it all in, and if you have one that you appreciate over the other, then by all means, like,
Yeah.
share it with your friends, tell everybody that where you get it, and we'd be more than happy to keep that kind of stuff coming for you. I mean, honestly, it is what we've been talking about for a long time in terms of wanting to bring, and when we started hearing people on Reddit and on Twitter say, hey, where's the pro coverage, what happened to the pro coverage, like, it was a great opportunity to pull the trigger on that. And thank you to those two guys for being really excited about it and having a lot of good ideas that we feel fit in with our community really well. And can really just
cover areas that we're not currently covering.
And they're just they fit the mold of like
cool
what
guys, man.
They're just
kick
nice,
back, chill. Yeah, they're very nice.
They're so
Like,
humble, and like you made a joke today on our conference call, the Jack, where you're like, Reddit loves you today, but they're probably gonna hate you, or Reddit totally loves you, and he's like, well, they'll probably hate me tomorrow. Like, he's just a really
he's love you one day, hate you the next.
Yeah, he's like, love you one day, hate you the next. He's just like a humble,
and he's got that great I wonder if he's always lived in New York.
Yeah, he does have a little bit
it's,
of a
it's definitely
New York
there.
accent.
Like,
Yeah.
well, I mean, I know he's in New York. I wonder if
lives
he's
in
a
New York
native.
City.
Like
Yeah,
a New York
a
native.
New York native. Yeah,
because
I'm not sure.
you can hear it in his voice. I love that New York accent.
Yeah, me too. They're just it's about time that we get some people. What I was gonna say about Woodshrew is, yes, he's an excellent writer, and I'm sure pretty much most of us have read an article from him. He was very consistent. He wrote a lot. But what surprised me with Woodshrew is just how fucking articulate and smart and how well he puts things, and he can,
and passionate about the game,
and passionate and funny too, and can take a joke and can give shit and take it. You know what I mean?
No, I think he. Well, I mean, just go back and listen to that previous
He's
interview
a really
we did
cool
with
guy.
him. I mean,
So we're bringing that. I just asked them both. I was just like, I liked them both a lot, and I was just, hey, are you guys interested? And now they're gonna do a show for us once a week.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited to hear it.
Before we go, easy. I gotta ask you because I know we're running late already, or running long as we normally do. But
yeah, we're running okay.
You got Jessica Jones pulled up there. I'm curious.
Jessica Jones is out, guys. Check it out. You guys, if you were a fan of Daredevil, who wasn't a fan of Daredevil? Jessica Jones is the next series in the Marvel universe that is exclusive to Netflix. Takes place in Hell's Kitchen, the same area where Daredevil took place.
Fuck yeah.
And it is a very adult. This was, as a comic book, part of the first series released under, I think it was called Marvel Max, which is an adult-centric Marvel comic line that they released heading with this Jessica Jones show. Check it out. The first season's out. If you were a fan of Daredevil, I think you'll be a fan of this. It looks badass. And the other thing was just a shout-out to the OGs that won the majors, man. I got No Tail and his crew up there repping for the winners of the Frankfurt Major. I don't want to get into it too deep because the Wednesday show is going to dig into that hardcore.
I just want to say this.
Shout out to them and some good Dota, right? Some fun Dota to watch.
Some great Dota. I stayed up. I slept out in the studio that night. I went and got myself food at 2 a.m. so I could be back by 2:30 to eat my food and watch EG versus OG in the lower bracket final. Anyway, holy shit, some incredible Dota, but I am so glad of the result. Like, I'm so glad that this team could come together, be as humble as they were. No Tail is a personal favorite of mine, and now I finally have a team to root for, so I'm definitely thankful for OG, because before I didn't have a team to root for, and since Frankfurt started, I mean, OG was just like, all right, well, next, when they go up against VP, they'll get knocked out. Okay, when they go up against these guys, and they just kept getting accomplishment and after accomplishment, and it really makes me wonder, do these big teams like EG and Secret think too far ahead and think, we're probably going to make it top 4, so let's see who else we think is going to make it top 4 and prepare for them, whereas OG was, let's prepare for the next fucking match. Our life is on the fucking line.
Yeah, but
let's
prepare
for the next match.
I don't know that we know that that's what everybody's doing. You know what I mean?
They had a very hard time.
I think you infer that from those
Sure.
teams because of how deep they run,
Well,
and how deep they normally run.
And shout out to Virtus Pro as well. I think they're a really awesome team. There's a documentary on YouTube. I forget what it's called. If you just type in Virtus Pro documentary, I'm sure it'll come up. It's in Russian, English subtitles. I'm sure you can get any language subtitled for that. It's about an hour and 20 minutes, and it goes over Virtus Pro. And it made Virtus Pro my favorite team until I saw OG do what they did and do it with such grace and style. That's what they get. They get humble and style points.
That's pretty good. So now you got someone to root for the next Dota Major, which was announced on the coattails. Where's that going to take place? You guys know?
China.
Yep, Beijing.
China.
Yes.
Shanghai.
Yep.
Oh, Shanghai. That's right.
Shanghai.
And I put one more thing up on the Twitch stream, and just for everybody at home, do not forget that the Defense of the Patients team is raising money for Extra Life. The link is available on the Twitch chat. We'll also make sure you can get it in the description. We are at $456 towards our goal of 500, so we can hit 500 if you'd like to help out. There's a lot of ways that you can do it, so let us know. But shout out to everybody that has contributed. I'm rocking my platinum Twitch shirt. Soviet earned his too. We both raised over 200 individually, and as a team we're up to 456. So shout out to everybody that donated. Thank you very much. And if you'd like to, don't forget you can all the way through the end of December.
That's awesome. It's crazy to see. I'm gonna go put a little donation on myself. I'll get you a little closer.
I think it's called Beyond the Dream. Beyond the Dream. I wanted to say it's called Jaguchi. Sorry, I was just responding. The Extra Life is going to be something that I'm going to be talking about more in my streams. I didn't realize that it was embedded to the .p until I scrolled down and saw, there it is, right there. This is such a good cause. And the way I look at it is you and Soviet bought a sick kid an Xbox One and Halo 5.
That'd be badass. I wish
what I mean?
See that. That'd be cool. That'd be sweet to just do that anyway. But yeah, that's true. I mean,
like, how cool is that?
They do go. It's all, if anyone doesn't know what Extra Life is, it is through the Children's Miracle Hospital Network. So when you sign up, you pick a hospital that you want to donate to. So if you donate through me, it goes to the UC Davis Children's Hospital, which is a children's hospital in Sacramento or Davis, about 2.5 hours away from where I live here in California. And it's awesome. 100% of it goes to that cause. So it's great. Play games, heal kids. Extra Life.
Which is, something that's amazing. Also, you can click on the Amazon banner.
I was about to... What a transition.
I was just kidding. I did not want to transition.
No, what's funny is my mind.
If you don't want to give sick kids money, we'll definitely take it.
No. The Amazon banner is completely different.
Yeah.
Because people are going to be buying stuff on Amazon. We know you guys. You're hearing this Monday. This week is Thanksgiving. You're gonna get a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, all brand new shows about Dota 2 from Defense of the Patients. If you go before Thursday, before you go to start doing all that beautiful Black Friday shopping
that you're gonna do on Amazon,
you're gonna do it on Amazon.
Which is a week from when this comes out. Is Cyber Monday, my friends.
That's right. So if
they've started selling stuff right now. They started their Black Friday sales on the 20th.
Use our banner.
If you just click through our banner, they don't charge you anything else. You don't pay any more, and a cut of whatever you buy through them goes to us. You're going to be getting a good deal anyway, so, why not?
Actually, not only that, but the banner that we have up right now comes with a free trial membership to Amazon Prime. So if you want to take advantage of 2-day free shipping from Amazon Prime, which is an $80 a year subscription, and you want to give that a try for free through the holidays, why don't you do it through the Defense of the Patients banner, which you can find right on our website at defenseofthepatients.com.
Is that? Yep. That's true.
Yeah.
It's there. It's there.
Click
Look
it right
it's
now.
Beautiful, dude. It's fucking beautiful. It actually looks super clean,
And
non-intrusive.
once you click it,
off to the right-hand side.
Once you click it, all you got to do is bookmark the link that it's currently at, and if you click that link every time, you don't even have to go to defenseofthepatients.com in the future. You can, well, hey.
We'd love it if you did,
yes,
though.
We'd love it if you did, but if you don't want to,
this banner will stay forever, Gucci.
That banner is there, and you can just click on it and go straight through, and then that helps support the show and keep us up and going. Hey, I'm all about it.
It's empty, guys. I mean,
he needs more Red Bull.
I don't know how. Hold on.
They're all empty.
It's fucking empty. I have 2 empty Red Bulls. Could you?
Hey, that kind of stick only works for slacks, man. You can't pull
yeah.
fucking
Does he do that?
stick.
I don't know.
Oh.
He's pretty like I'm broke. This doesn't pay shit.
Well, we're not broke, but that's because we have day jobs and sugar mamas, you know?
I don't know. This sugar mama.
Sugar mamas, dude.
Oh,
Day jobs and sugar mamas.
Speaking of,
That's my next band.
name, dude.
That's my next band title, Day Jobs and Sugar Mamas.
the next time I record, I won't be a single man anymore. So watch out, ladies. I'll be married
Yeah.
next time I'm on this
Monday's
beautiful
show,
microphone.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Speaking of, dude, we've got a running theme this week. Every host of every show is going to say something that they're thankful for, and we almost got out of here without saying what we're thankful for.
We did.
Why don't you kick it off, Cyphus? What are you thankful for, dude?
Oh, what am I thankful for? I'm thankful that I haven't spent any money yet on Hearthstone.
Oh, he's feeling the hooks, dude. You weren't kidding, Roland. Holy shit.
Yeah, no.
Roland, what are you thankful for?
You have spent money on
No,
Hearthstone,
I haven't yet.
the arena
No, that arena is free, and I spent 150 gold
that you got.
that I got from quests.
I'm thankful I'm still single for 2 more days.
Oh my god, dude, you're going to be good. It'll be fun.
No, I'm just joking. I love Audrey to death. Yeah, we're getting married. It's crazy, dude. I'm thankful for.
How about this? I know we're all thankful for this community, the people that have supported us throughout the year, and not to, we don't have to
No,
get.
can I give
we
my
don't have to get
thankful
mushy,
for? I'm thinking about it, dude. Okay, I've got it. I am thankful for Death Prophet. I'll say that much. And the game that I had earlier. For those of you who saw the Death Prophet game earlier today, I'm thankful for that game. At the end of the game, they said commend DP for leadership. Which
Wow.
I was DP, by the way. And I'm thankful for that
Such
game.
a selfish thankful, Yeah.
And I'm thankful to be getting married to such a beautiful woman named Audrey that is going to have my last name. That's weird. She's going to have my last name, and I don't think it sounds that good. Like,
She's
I'm not going
taking
to
your
go ahead
last
and say
name,
it.
dude?
Yeah. I mean, isn't that
That
what
is
you're
weird.
supposed
She
to do?
probably shouldn't.
She probably shouldn't. I mean, I guess that she was totally for it. She's like all like,
She'll be,
oh, it just sounds so good.
she'll be Mrs. Roland.
And every time she said that today,
Yeah.
she said, I'm going to be Mr. Roland. And I'm like, please don't.
That's how I'm gonna
my
reference.
Like,
That's how I'm
don't.
gonna reference her on the show henceforth.
Mrs. Roland.
I
Mrs.
think
Roland.
she's trying to freak you out for fun. That
She-
sounds like something she would do.
Yeah, she's all talking like, it sounds so good, Audrey, your last name. And I think every time, like, no, it doesn't. Like, if you want to just keep your last name, that's fine. Like, it's not that good.
That's a new age thing to do anyway, Keep
No,
that
she
thing.
wants to be
No,
all old and
that's
traditional
lame.
about it.
Don't do that.
So, yeah, I got a suit.
Really?
Can't believe you didn't go out and get a fitted suit.
Yeah.
That-
Does it fit?
that was-
Suit
It
doesn't
fits
fit?
great, yeah. And it looks super badass. And I didn't, we didn't have time. This was such on a whim. Like, I have so
I
much
know,
family
it's so
that's mad at me.
magical, dude.
Like, there's so many. I have a ton of family that happens to be in Vegas at the same time
Oh, how
as they're getting
perfect.
married, and they're like all pissed because they can't come. But sorry, the chapel can only hold so many people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't invite my whole
Elvis
fucking
plays to
family.
smaller
Oh, they're
audiences
gonna
these
be
days.
in Vegas and they can't go. You're an ass.
Yeah, no, they can't. Like, it can only hold 20 people, and Elvis,
Yeah.
Is-
can only
counts as-
greet so many people. Elvis is marrying us. My little sister is super embarrassed about it.
That's why.
She's like, she tells me, and she's 10 years younger than me, okay? So she's like, like a teenager, okay? And she has an attitude, and she's like, do you know what's gonna happen when you grow up? And I was like, I am grown up, first and foremost. You're fucking 10 years younger than me, so shut up. First is what I said. Not really. I'm nice to her, but she's like, you're gonna be embarrassed, and you're gonna hate this story, and you're gonna want to take it back. And I was like, nah. I think it's hilarious to be engaged for 5 years and then do a marriage in Vegas where people know each other for 5 minutes and then get married. It's kind of ironic.
The irony of it is
Yeah.
is something that fits your guys' relationship to a T.
Yeah, I like it.
Not ironic things. Just
It is ironic.
Like your guys is like the way that your dynamic. I would say it does not surprise me at all that that's what you've decided to do as a wedding, and that both of you think that that's awesome. I think it's awesome. I
Getting
think it's,
yelled at
yeah.
is not a dynamic, dude. Just getting barked at is not a dynamic. I think it's
that's you don't
more
just
of like
get- I saw maybe I saw her on her best behavior because there was people watching.
No,
Nah, she's about like that all the time.
no, she's she's a grouchy.
That's fine, dude. It was fine.
What are you thankful for, Mr. McKeezy?
I'm thankful for the community. You tried to take mine. I'm glad Roland shut you down, man. But think about it, right? 1 year ago, Thanksgiving last year, how old was Defense of the Patients?
No, like,
August, September, October, November, 4 months old. So we're probably looking at what? You were doing one show a week, and
We were doing 2 shows a week.
You were
at
doing
that
2
point.
shows a week, and
Monday, Thursday.
Wazoo was kicking it. You guys were brand new, scrubbing it. Let's see.
Wazoo was off by this point.
Something that hasn't happened in Defense of the Patients for a while is State of Affairs was going on all the time. You probably kicking in with like interviews and special guests, so like the community was responding to the show in a positive way. And here we are now with everything we've got going on now. We were able to announce today a new pro-centric show that basically is like the graduation of Defense of the Patients officially into like the pro scene, where we have 2 people that are very, very well versed in pro Dota and the dynamics of pro Dota, looking to create content and bring it to our audience in a way that is, something that we've always wanted to do, has been to be an entry point for people who want to come into an extremely complicated way in a very comfortable environment where they can play with a bunch of people that are cool and chill and find out and learn something about this game separate from what you see when you go out there publicly in the toxic world. And that's what we still provide to this day, and now even more so than ever. And as the players in our community have grown, so has the show, and it's really exciting to be a part of it now. So I'm thankful for everybody that's been with Defense of the Patients since the beginning, and all the new people that have joined now and have started to look into the show and look into our past shows and kind of look into the things, and are starting to interact and create like fan art, like all those fucking cool icons that Exley put together. That's badass. Like, that's a cool level of interaction to Defense of the Patients that is happening organically. At this time a year ago, like, I was in the Dota client, like, grinding in the chat room, trying to get people to interact and trying to get people to talk and trying to, get people to form in-house teams. And now people are posting up in the Steam group, hey, we should form an in-house tonight. I highly recommend anybody that wants to be a part of Defense of Patients, join the Steam group. Just search Defense of the Patients Guild. When you get into the chat room, join the .p channel and just hang out in there. Find people that are looking to play. They're all people that listen to the show. They're all people that are looking to play the same game that you're playing. So come hang out and be a part of it. And also, I'm in the Overwatch beta.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
I was gonna say that
A little bit
I
more
was
salt in the
thankful
wound.
for Easy Marquise. No, I am. I'm serious. I'm gonna get a little gushy here. I'm thankful for Easy Marquise. He is definitely the glue that holds Defense of the Patients together. He has been our consigliere since the start, and then he took over. He is, I don't know, a dude that I'm definitely thankful to have around. I'm happy to be able to call him one of my very best friends by this point. Easy, thank you for everything you've done for Defense of the Patients.
Oh, you're welcome, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Virtual hug.
Yeah.
It got real mushy around here.
And for Christmas, I'm buying you a plane ticket so you can fly out here and you can herniate your disc again, because we'll drive to Seattle and back. Yeah.
Yeah. How is your back doing?
It's fine. I'm going to get my disc removed. You're
Nice.
pretty cool.
Are you going to be shorter?
I hope not.
Because, I mean,
Your dreams
if
come
I
true.
can be any taller than you...
I think you already are, man. Right? Didn't we determine that?
I don't know, but
I
I'd
don't
like for
remember.
it to be definitive, for sure.
Well, we got to get Easy back out here. That's the only way I'll believe the results. All right. Should we wrap this thing up?
Yeah, wrap it. It's a rapper. I got heroes
It's a
to be.
rapper.
I do want
That's
to,
fucked.
on the Jessica Jones front, I'd love to watch that and do a show where we talk
I'm going
about
to
it.
probably binge watch it and stay
Yeah.
up all night when I shouldn't. So
Yeah, I'll probably
I had
do
no
the
idea
same.
that it was also in Hell's Kitchen, which Daredevil I watched and I
Yeah, because
basically
they're building
one
up. The
setting.
next one is Luke Cage. He's
Yeah.
the boxer. Anyway,
It's exciting. That'll be cool.
yeah, it's all gonna be.
If it's even a half as good as Daredevil, I'll love the shit out of it. Daredevil was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
gonna
I'm
put
with
you guys on blast too as far as future content. Cyphus, Ursinity, and Wazoo are gonna get together and put together a Fallout cast.
yeah.
Full of spoilers, just talking about everything that they've got going on with the game. Stay tuned for more announcements on that. I would love to try to get it out by Friday for Black Friday, but if not, stay tuned for it the following week. No promises there, but do know it's in the oven.
Yeah, it probably won't be this week because
It's in the easy bake oven.
Both Roland and Wazoo are traveling out of town this week. So
Well, Wazoo's gonna be there at my wedding, which there are no groomsmen. I told Cyphus this is gonna stop. I told Cyphus that he was my best man in front of Wazoo. I was like, he'd be my best man, and I didn't think about the implications of Cyphus would be my best man. I'm sorry, like,
why couldn't you have two?
because
that's what I told him. I was
you're
like,
getting
why
married
didn't
in
you
a fucking
say
chapel
two?
by Elvis?
you
with those
can't have
probably
any
20.
apparently.
So have three.
There's not enough room on the stage, I guess, or something. I don't know. There's no groomsmen or bridesmaids. But I said this is back when we were gonna get married in September, but then all of a sudden she like rush ordered it. Like she got like expedited shipping on the marriage is what she did. That I'm totally fine with and can't wait for.
He's
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
I look at you like
it's
gonna be fine, bro. It'll all be.
This is totally the right person.
All right.
fuck.
Just joking. Wrap this bitch up before I say something I can't take back.
What did you say?
I said no. She's totally the right person.
I heard you got like a 6-month warranty on marriage.
Yeah,
like,
I think it's like within 6 months.
There's
you
like
can
an
do the
annulment process. So like
Don't even look into that shit.
Like-
Married forever, bro.
like
You're
like Costco has 3 months, so I'm getting a better deal than even Costco. You know what I mean?
Oh my
So,
god! All right, if you guys want to find us,
don't listen to this. I hope she does.
you guys want to find us, we're defenseofthepatients.com. Yeah, you would. You can tweet us at .p_show. That's DOTP_show. Find us on iTunes, Stitcher, and all your favorite podcast apps by searching Defense of the Patients. Email us at defenseofthepatients@gmail.com and go click through our Amazon banner at defenseofthepatients.com. You know what? Amazon's fucking awesome. They helped you with your 970 problem.
Let's not tell that story.
Amazon is fucking awesome.
Amazon's
All right.
awesome.
The basics are there was a big issue with the 970. Amazon offered and shipped you out a free one right away because Amazon is fucking badass.
Amazon's bomb, dude. I love Amazon.
Oh, I called and like I was mad at first because I was like, God damn it, my
never forgot
970
to use
doesn't
them,
work.
dude.
And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, sir. Let me hum to you for a second until you calm down.
It is
And it was like, okay, I feel
crazy,
I feel
dude.
way
Those-
more
those people
calm.
are-
Except it was Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah though.
Yeah. Hallelujah. And then it was like, okay, how can I help you, sir? And it was like, really, my graphics card, it's broken. And she's like, well, would you like money for it, or would you like us to send you a new one? It was like, I want a new one. She's like, okay, it'll be there tomorrow, and you just keep that broken one, okay, champ? And I was like,
You're like,
okay, thanks.
What?
And then I open up my computer to look and see what
The rest of the story doesn't need to be told. Anyway, if you guys want to click through that Amazon banner, that
Long
would be
story
super
short, dual
awesome.
970s. Click the banner.
Running Crossfire.
That's crazy, dude. Amazon is legit. You might get away with that shit once, but you won't get away with it twice. They know what good customer service is all about.
Yeah, they
and
really
they're
do.
going to make sure that they take care of you, which is why we recommend you click on that banner, take advantage of the free Prime membership, especially during the holidays.
Yeah,
You
get
find
that
us on
free shipping.
Twitch,
How many days?
.ptv, and
Is
on
it
YouTube
3
channel,
days?
.ptv1.
Is it 4 days? How much time does Amazon cut off? How long does it take to get an item? 5 days?
Yeah.
What is the offer that we're offering if you click on it?
2-day shipping.
2 days
That's
shipping.
right. If you act now,
You can get 2 days shipping through the
You guys
banner.
are fired.
But that's too
You guys
good to
are
be
fired.
true. Are they still going to get the same Amazon
no,
prices?
it's not. Yeah, of course they do.
What? They're not paying more to click through our banner?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
All right.
They're really not, dude.
And if you act now, this commercial will still go on for another 35 seconds. All right. I think that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're
What
gonna
about
be
my
back.
sign off? I've got a pretty good sign off.
I will let you sign off, but one last
Okay.
plug. If you want to,
Okay.
if you want to find us next week,
I've got a good sign off.
doing this live again. I think you're gonna be back, and you're gonna be back before Sunday, right? So we'll
Yeah.
be recording normally. So Sunday night again. We're never sure exactly on the time, but we'll send out a tweet and let you guys know. Twitch.tv/.ptv is the stream. Thanks to Jay Gucci. Thanks to I can't with the
I'm
chat
thankful
scroll down.
for Jay Gucci as well.
Scroll up. I want to read the other names for the other.
I'm thankful for.
Oh, we got Nabot, and we got
Nabot.
Average Gamer who joined the stream, and Always Green lurking like a spurkin. What's up,
I
Always
love
Green?
Always Green.
Always green.
Hey, he runs a pretty damn good stream too. Go check that out. And
Stream every-
YouTube.com.
Sure.
YouTube.com.ptv1. There we go. That's all the plugs. Roland, give them your stream sign off.
All right. I thought of this one in the shower, all right? So, for Zyphus and Easy Marqueasy, good luck, Godspeed, have fun, and don't feed. Yeah, dude.